Joyce against Zhilei Zhang. I am really looking forwards to this because you just know that the big hands are going to go.
You certainly do. You know, styles make fights. No, neither of these guys. Zhilei Zhang is, 20 stone? He's a huge man. Joyce, the juggernaut. You know, he's a wrecking machine. And these guys are just going to lock horns in the centre of the ring and just keep punching. I would go for Joyce on points. I go for Joyce.
Or late stoppage, I'd say.
Yeah, I probably think that Zhang will hear the final bell because he does tie it down the backstretch. We saw that against Hrgović. A fight that I thought he won, by the way. And Filip Hrgović, anyone knows him, he can fight. And so it tells you where Zhang actually is, you know, and how good he is.
He's not a lummox by any means at all, is he? And he proved that in Saudi Arabia when we were out there.
Absolutely. I think the odds are too wide, actually. I do. I do believe that Joyce wins the fight, but I think the odds are too wide. Zhang is a decent fighter. It's one that I'm really looking forward to.
Absolutely, me too. One of the things about Joyce and Zhilei Zhang, Christina Linarditu and Michaela Meyer, I think they're all going to be in here at an event next Tuesday evening. We'll all be here. We'll be building it up. talkSPORT are hosting an event with them. It's not open to the public, but Joyce, for me, went under the radar until about 15 months ago, and then everybody realised, rather like we spoke to with Fabio, who's now the gladiator, Wardley, for me, after his drunken trip around Rome, which we enjoyed so much earlier. He wants to deliver as a heavyweight. He's garnered so many fans because that's what heavyweight boxing is about, Spencer.
Yeah.
It's about thrills, big punches and knockouts, isn't
Absolutely, and Joyce does all of that. You know, I think that a coming-of-age fight for Joyce is when he beat Daniel Dubois. Many people had him a huge underdog going into that one, and he sort of like showed that actually he's got good ring craft. You know, he's not just this wrecking machine. He actually uses his brain very well. He waits for his attacks, and he attacks at the right time. That was a great fight. And you see the improvements, even at this age. You saw the improvements when he boxed Joe Parker. Well, that was a fight where I thought, you know what? This could be a really difficult fight for him. He had Joseph Parker blowing after 2 rounds, and he just slowly and systematically broke him down before that 11th round knockout. And it was a great performance, really was. And that for me was like, yeah, this kid has arrived on the world stage. Well, he's going to be tough to beat.
We've been very lucky because in his 15-0 record, that's 15 wins and no defeats, we've been up close for a few of his performance. Christian Hammer, we were there earlier on the year. Very, very exciting. Joseph Parker last year, it was a very exciting bout because we know Parker, the former WBO heavyweight champion, knows his way around the ring, went 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua. One of the things about Joyce for me is if he wins this, he's in line to fight Alexander Usyk at some point this year. They met in the amateurs, of course. So that's thrilling as well. What I love about Joe as well, he's got a degree in fine art. He's done these brilliant poster paintings that he loves to do. I've been urging him to have an exhibition during fight week, and of course he has this incredible documentary out with his mother Marvel, who's very partially sighted. It's going to be a great week next week because Zhang doesn't speak any English for a start, does he? Joe barely speaks any English himself. He's barely got a thing to say. It'll be the silent stare off. The bell will ring and it'll just be mayhem in there.